If you're thinking about starting baby-led weaning, I'm willing to bet there's one word that's been rattling around in the back of your mind: choking. It's the #1 fear I hear from parents, and it's a valid one. But what if I told you that major studies have shown that when it's done correctly, the risk of choking with BLW is no higher than with traditional spoon feeding? The key words there are when it's done correctly. This video is that education. This is your guide to doing it correctly. We are going to walk through the official blacklist of high-risk foods you need to know about and exactly how to make them safe. But I need you to stay with me because at the end, I'm going to share one extremely common food that's dangerous for your baby for a shocking reason that has absolutely nothing to do with choking. I'm Sarah. I'm not a doctor. I'm a mom on a mission. A mission to read all the parenting books and studies so you don't have to. Welcome to my little corner of evidence-based parenting. All right, let's dive right in with a food that seems so innocent, so soft, so safe. Nut butter. Think about it. Peanut butter, almond butter, cashew butter. It's soft, it's mushy, it's perfect for a baby, right? But the danger here isn't hardness, it's stickiness. A thick, sticky glob of nut butter is incredibly difficult for a baby to manage in their mouth. Their oral motor skills are still developing. They don't have the same powerful tongue control that we do. So what can happen? That glob can get pushed to the back of their throat, and because it's so thick, it can literally act like a plug. It can mold itself to the shape of their tiny airway and block it. The American Academy of Pediatrics specifically warns against giving babies thick gobs of nut butter for this very reason. So does this mean no nut butter? Absolutely not. It's a fantastic source of healthy fats and protein. It just means we have to be smart about it. The solution is simple. You have to thin it out. Take a spoonful of nut butter and mix in a little bit of water or breast milk or formula. Stir it until it reaches a smooth, almost liquid-like consistency. You want it to be thin enough to drip off a spoon, not clump on it. Then you can spread a very thin layer on a piece of toast, or mix it into oatmeal, or let them use it as a dip for a soft piece of fruit. The key is to eliminate that thick, sticky, glob-like texture. That one probably surprised a few of you. And it perfectly sets up the foundation for everything else we're going to talk about today. To keep our babies safe, we first have to understand why certain foods are risky. And it comes down to two main things: your baby's anatomy and their developing skills. Specifically, their teeth and their oral motor control. Let's talk about teeth, or rather, the lack of them. When your baby starts solids around 6 months, they might have a few little front teeth or none at all. Those front teeth, the incisors, are for biting. They're like little scissors that cut off a piece of food. What they don't have are molars. The molars are the big, flat teeth in the back of our mouths. They are the grinders. They're the food processors. Their job is to take that chunk we bite off and pulverize it into a safe-to-swallow mush. I want you to try something. Just imagine, right now, trying to eat a raw carrot stick using only your front teeth. You can bite a piece off, sure, but now what? You have this hard, solid chunk sitting in your mouth. You can't grind it down, you can't break it up, you just have to kind of move it around with your tongue. That is the exact, frustrating, and dangerous situation your baby is in when they're given a hard food. A piece of raw apple, a raw carrot stick, a firm piece of pear, they can easily bite off a chunk that is too big to swallow, but they have absolutely no tools in their mouth to break it down further. And that is a major choking hazard. This leads us to our first cardinal rule and your new best friend in the kitchen. I call it the pinch test. This is your superpower. Before any piece of cooked food goes on your baby's high chair tray, you pick it up between your thumb and your forefinger and you give it a firm pinch. You're not looking for it to just give a little. You want it to completely squish, to yield with almost no resistance. You want to be able to mash it into a pulp with just that little bit of pressure. The kind of softness you could easily mash on the roof of your own mouth with just your tongue. That is the gold standard. That is baby safe. So that raw apple, we steam it or bake it until it passes the pinch test. Those carrot sticks, we boil or roast them until they are perfectly soft. So we've covered sticky foods and we've covered hard foods. But now we have to talk about a more sinister risk. It's not just about texture, it's about shape and size. This is where things get truly serious. There are certain foods whose shape and size are so perfectly matched to a baby's small airway that they pose an extreme risk, even if they aren't rock hard. A baby's trachea, their windpipe, is about the size of a straw or about the width of your pinky finger. When a food is the right size, the right shape, and has a firm or slippery texture, you get a perfect storm of choking risk. These are the foods that require the most careful preparation, without exception. This brings us to the official Choking Hazard Blacklist. These are the non-negotiables. First on the blacklist, whole. Grapes. The risk? A perfect airway plug. I want you to visualize that small pipe about the size of a dime. Now picture a grape. See how perfectly it fits? It's round, it's firm, its skin is slippery. If a baby swallows it whole and it goes down the wrong way, it doesn't just get stuck. It can create a perfect airtight seal. It is a manufactured nightmare. And cutting it in half is not enough. A half grape still has a rounded side that can cause a blockage. The only safe way to serve grapes to a baby or a toddler is to quarter them lengthwise. You want to create long, skinny pieces. That completely eliminates the dangerous round shape. This exact same rule applies to the next foods on our list: cherry tomatoes and large blueberries. Anything with that small, round, firm profile must be quartered. It is a non-negotiable rule of baby food safety. Next up on the blacklist is one of the most notorious choking hazards for children of all ages: hot dogs. The risk here is the cylindrical shape. Just like a grape, the diameter of a hot dog is often the exact same size as a child's airway, and its texture is tough, rubbery, and difficult to break down. A coin-shaped slice of hot dog is one of the most dangerous things you can give a child. To serve it safely, you must first quarter it lengthwise and then cut those long strips into small, non-cylindrical pieces. Finally, in this category, we have small, hard items. This is your whole nuts, almonds, peanuts, cashews, and seeds. This goes back to the molar problem. A baby has no way to grind these down. Their gums are strong, but they are not grinders. These items are so small and hard, they can be very easily inhaled into the lungs instead of swallowed, or get lodged in the throat. Nuts and seeds are incredibly healthy, but they should only be served in a safe form, as a thinned-out nut butter or ground into a fine powder and sprinkled into other foods like yogurt or oatmeal. It's shocking, isn't it? How a simple cut with a knife can take a food from being one of the most dangerous to being completely safe. It's all about knowledge. What's one food on this list that truly surprised you? Let me know in the comments below. I'm always curious to hear what trips people up the most. Okay, we've made it through the biggest choking hazards. We've talked about sticky, hard, round, and cylindrical foods. But remember at the beginning when I promised to share one food that's dangerous for a reason that has nothing to do with choking at all? A hidden danger? It's time to talk about that now. The food is honey. For an adult or an older child, honey is a wonderful natural sweetener. But for a baby under the age of 1, honey can be life-threatening. The reason is a terrifying word: botulism. Honey, even the pasteurized, processed kind you get in a plastic bear at the grocery store, can contain the spores of a bacteria called Clostridium botulinum. In an adult's mature digestive system, these spores pass right through without causing any harm. Our gut is acidic and full of good bacteria that keep them in check. A baby's digestive system, however, is immature. It hasn't developed that same robust defense system yet. If a baby ingests these spores, the spores can colonize their intestines, germinate, and produce one of the most powerful neurotoxins known to science. This is infant botulism. The symptoms are devastating. It often starts with constipation. Then the baby becomes lethargic, weak, they lose their facial expression. Their cry becomes feeble. They have trouble feeding. In the most severe cases, the toxin causes paralysis, starting with the face and moving down the body, eventually paralyzing the muscles required for breathing. This is why every major pediatric and health organization in the world is in absolute agreement. No honey of any kind, not raw, not processed, not cooked into something else, for any baby under 12 months of age. The risk is rare, but the consequences are catastrophic. This isn't about choking. This is about an invisible biological threat. So let's take a deep breath and bring it all together. Keeping your baby safe during mealtimes is a puzzle, but we have all the pieces now. To recap, we modify foods that are sticky by thinning them out. We modify foods that are hard by cooking them until they pass the pinch test. We modify foods that are round or cylindrical by quartering them lengthwise. And we modify small, hard foods like nuts by grinding them. And we have one absolute rule: no honey before 1. But I want to leave you with one final piece of the safety puzzle, because your job isn't quite done when the food is prepped. True mealtime safety also depends on how your baby is sitting. Think about it. If you were trying to eat a meal perched on a bar stool that was too tall, with your feet dangling in the air, you'd be wiggling around, using your core muscles just to stay upright. You wouldn't be focused on chewing and swallowing safely. It's the same for our babies. So many standard high chairs are actually too big, leaving a baby's feet dangling and their body unsupported. This forces them to focus on stability instead of on the complex task of eating. An unstable, distracted baby is at a higher risk of choking. Ensuring your baby has proper support, a footrest, a snug seat with their hips and knees at a 90-degree angle allows them to put all of their focus and energy into learning to eat. It promotes safer swallowing and helps build healthier, more mindful eating habits for life. It's the final, crucial step. If this information was valuable and you want to keep seeing content that helps you be the most confident parent you can be, please give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. My entire mission here is to do this work so you don't have to. And every single like helps this information reach another parent who needs it. Thank you for trusting me with your time. You've got this.